In 1992, a bloody and violent civil war ended in the Latin American country of El Salvador. As the world celebrated its ability to construct a peace agreement, the people of El Salvador were in anguish over the 75,000 people who were killed during the 12-year conflict. Men and boys were recruited and trained to fight. Men and boys were killed and left as carnage of a battle that the world ignored for much of its duration. In El Salvador, teenagers don't remember the war, as most of them were too young or not yet born by the time the mortar shells stopped falling and the raids ceased. But they learned about it in their schools, and they still feel the pain of not having a father, brother, or other family member who was lost along the way. Since the war, gangs have become a significant problem. Each year, increasing the number of recruits of teens and children into one of the world's largest and most violent gangs, a gang called MS-13. These new recruits are being pursued as young as 6 years old, and every recruit knows that one day they will die for the gang. It has been said that most gang members will not live to see their 21st birthday. Decades prior, this country, about the size of Massachusetts, had an economy largely funded by the export of coffee. Now an entire family will work for 6 weeks of the growing season only to earn about $45. The rest of the year it's everyone for themselves, leaving the rich to get richer and the poor to fight for the meager amount that they can get. While this paints a very dark picture for the tiny country of El Salvador, a light shines brightly. King's Castle, an Assemblies of God global mission strategy based in El Salvador, and teenagers from across the United States are partnering together for one of the largest outreaches to students El Salvador has ever seen. In July 2008, several hundred students from the U.S. will converge on the capital city, San Salvador, for a week of school assemblies called Programas de Armada Siete. During these programs, they will see American teenagers participating in ministry that is relevant to their culture. In addition, they will hear stories of American teenagers and the hope we have found in Jesus Christ. At the conclusion of each program, students will be invited to the city fairgrounds for the largest cooperative effort King's Castle has ever produced for teens. Our early estimates tell us we can easily expect to see 10,000 teenagers attend this Saturday afternoon event and hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. We believe this next summer will be the start of a ministry that will change the face of a country. The hope for El Salvador sits in school each and every day. They are not only the students who call El Salvador home, but they are the students in America who will answer this call to go to their world and share the gospel of Jesus Christ. If you've ever wanted to be a world changer, if there's something inside you that resounds and says, I want to make a difference in the future of a generation, then we want you to consider joining with us for El Salvador 2008 AIM Team.